why the news keeps calling this protest.
When they were struggling with these police barricades,
what they've been doing is illegal. They're burning their own neighborhoods, looting stores. It's up to me, black people wouldn't be able to vote. Should have no rights. They've been throwing stuff at police right here. See? Look. And the sign says kill cops. Black. There you go. Black.
A couple of steel frame barricades that we've seen. These things are about, I'd say about 8 or 9 feet long and about 4 feet tall. And they're not easy to carry around, but these people have been able to haul them away and toss them. So, yeah, the police do seem to have...
Shouldn't use rubber bullets, shoot real bullets.
It's not, you know, it's a very violent struggle here.
Okay. Brian Todd, I want you to stand by, Brian. You're seeing two different scenes in two different cities play out. One in the east and one in the west. Los Angeles on the left of your screen, 8:20.
Blacks like to find any way they can just to loot, steal stuff, get a job.
11:26, I should say, excuse me, here on the East Coast and in Washington, D.C. So you're watching these scenes play out. Just a moment ago on the left.
What do you expect, CNN?
You saw live a police car, a Los Angeles police vehicle, being vandalized. Someone trying to break out the windows, someone else drawing on it with
black
a marker.
people.
Since then, 2 officers have gathered in front of the car and are pushing those protesters back. So again, 2 different scenes, 2 different cities. 2 big American cities tonight. Protesters have gathered.
And go figure. Let's see.
So far,
Los Angeles, Democratic country. Washington, D.C., Democratic country.
Other side of the break in just moments, we'll see it.
Black lives don't matter shit.
Free your mind.
Yeah, you break the laws like that.
I have a feeling we're not in Kansas.
This idiot just called it protest again.
Now, Carol Powell Lexing is a civil rights attorney who has worked with Benjamin Crump, the Floyd family attorney, in the past, and we're so happy that she is here joining us. Thank you so much. Listen, let's talk about these murder charges. Murder charges are now filed against Sylvan. Does the family feel any sense of relief or justice from this?
Of course not. The charges that the Hennepin County DA office launched against Derek Chauvin
protest. That is not protest. That's illegal.
The DA should have started off charging him with first-degree murder. Because
what do you expect, CNN?
The charges started
Clinton Broadcasting Station.
25 years. And so you're looking at a situation where the police officer is more
Clinton
than likely
News Network.
to get off, and you nevertheless receive just a slap on the wrist. So, no, the family would like for those charges to be enhanced to first-degree murder, because we actually see a battery taking place when Mr. Floyd is taken out of the vehicle, and later a knee is placed on his neck.
Good. One less to vote for a Democrat.
To enhance it to first-degree murder.
Ms. Paul Lexing, I want to ask you about this line. It's from the criminal complaint. The county medical examiner writes this, and I quote, "The autopsy revealed no physical findings that support a diagnosis of traumatic asphyxia or strangulation. Mr. Floyd had underlying health conditions, including coronary artery disease and hypertensive heart disease. The combined effect of Mr. Floyd being restrained by the police, his underlying health conditions, and any potential intoxicants in his system likely contributed to his death." What's your response? Are you concerned about the implication of any of this?
We'll go to another news network.
Before leaving, the perpetrator checked on Kay's son, who pretended to be asleep. When the man left the house, Kay's son rushed to their neighbor's house for help.
Let's see what they're saying here.
Is the nature of what we're covering tonight, so we apologize that some of that's going to make it onto the air. Jonathan, I want to check in with you.
I don't know why you're calling.
We're seeing from Atlanta look very different, where there is patrolling. There is law enforcement presence like we're not seeing in Minneapolis. What can you tell us about where you are there now?
Yeah, Dollar Tree over there, that'd be burned and looted
we
soon.
are right in the middle of downtown Atlanta, a block away from Centennial Park and CNN
Blacks.
Center, where the violence and looting was taking place earlier tonight. It appears that police
You just hear what it said?
control
Violence and looting?
immediate city blocks. There was a huge crowd assembled. The police were showing a lot of restraint, but then at one point the crowd started firing firecrackers into the assembled police. They responded with tear gas. The crowd started hurling empty tear gas canisters, water bottles, other debris back at the police, and then they fired back with more tear gas. And it got to the point where it was so difficult to breathe and so painful to the eyes to remain in the area that the crowd quickly dispersed, heading east on Marietta Street, which is what I'm walking down right now. And so the police are now, it looks like they're expanding their perimeter with these heavily armed vehicles, slowly moving in the direction of the protesters and expanding the area within downtown Atlanta that is now relatively clear.
Yeah, city, Democratic.
And certainly much quieter than it was earlier tonight. But a scene that I have never seen before in Atlanta, this city that many refer to as the cradle of the civil rights movement, prides itself on peaceful protest, peaceful civil disobedience, and that's the nature of the protesters. And at the same time,
To me, blacks weren't allowed to have cell phones, nothing.
Showing a lot of restraint. You allow the protesters a certain moment of civil disobedience. When it gets to the point that it's too much, they tell them, okay, you got to get back beyond the lines, and the protesters generally complied. That did not happen this evening, and instead there was wide-scale looting and destruction. Never seen this here in Atlanta.
Yeah,
Shannon.
look at that. Got stuff, stealing stuff.
There's been concern, as there
Black.
often is, that when we have these vehicles on the streets, that it sends a different message, but that's what they're doing in Atlanta. Let's go down to the White House.
All filling the car right there.
It appears there are, well, I'll let him update us on what he's seeing. He is right outside the White House. Leland?
Hey, Shannon, I've never seen this in now 6 years in D.C. I don't know the last time it happened, but the Secret Service is now in riot here. There's been bricks thrown at them. Those were a couple of bottles of water.
Yeah, right there. Black.
Over the Secret Service. And as we said, they have exercised incredible restraint. The epithets thrown at them, the water bottles.
Black. Yeah, I still say start using some bullets.
Just so you understand where we're at, this is on the north side of the White House, where the president and the residents is way back obviously behind the very large 15-foot fence. But for any kind of protest outside the White House or anything like this is incredibly unusual to see. Secret Service hasn't come in to arrest anybody just yet, but conceivably that may not be far away as we're getting
Black. Black. Real news. Yeah, is there? exactly bricks.
Okay, let me recap a little bit because, Leland, be safe there. I know you've got security with you as well, and, you know...
Dinner, even if it isn't Sunday. We aren't keeping track of days anyhow. I've always loved seeing what's next. I'm still going for my best, even though I live with a higher risk of...
You know you're getting
a commercial.
at incredible value. But you're also...
has been charged with murder in the death of George Floyd. This is the breaking news. This is a statement from his ex-wife's attorney, or his wife's attorney, soon-to-be ex-wife. Okay, so it says, in a statement from the Sakula Family Law Office...
Idiot, it's still his wife.
The wife of ex-Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin has filed for a dissolution of marriage. Here's the quote. It says, "This evening I spoke with Kelly Chauvin and her family. She is devastated by Mr. Floyd's death, and her utmost sympathy lies with his family, with his loved ones, and with everyone who is grieving this tragedy. She has filed for dissolution of marriage to Derek Chauvin," the statement said. Excuse me. While Ms. Chauvin has no children from her current marriage, she respectfully requests that her children, her elder parents, and her extended family be given safety and privacy during this difficult time. Again, Derek Chauvin was arrested today, charged with third-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter in the death of George Floyd. His wife has now filed for divorce, dissolution of marriage, which is a divorce. So, protesters now in Minneapolis.
It's not protesters. They're breaking the law.
The death of George Floyd. I want to bring in now the owner of a nightclub where both George Floyd and the fired Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin worked. So joining me now is Maya Santamaria. She's the owner of El Nuevo Rodeo, the club in South Minneapolis. Also, I want to note that we have reached out to Derek Chauvin's attorney for a comment on all of this, but we have not heard back. Maya, thank you for joining us.
Hello.
I bet you never thought that you would find yourself in this position, that you would be on international television talking about two people who worked where you worked, who actually were in your employ. It is difficult to watch this tape. Americans have been shocked and horrified by it, but you knew both of these men. Give me your reaction when you saw that video.
I was horrified.
It was funny.
Absolutely horrified. And my heart really goes out to the Floyd family. He
Not
was
mine.
very loved in this city. This is a very tight-knit community.
See, there's anything on here, Spectrum News.
More like our forecast low temperature, Matt, for tonight. Most of us overnight bottoming out in the
Tech, agriculture, and aviation museums.
If we do open this summer, I suspect it will be later in the summer.
The National Art Gallery, as well as the Canadian Museum of Nature, echoing those words.
And so we don't currently know when we're opening, so what we're doing at the moment is working very hard to get...
Just recently now, we've got this much more confrontational standoff between the Secret Service officers in their riot gear and these protesters.
Get a job, coon.
Every time you've been at the White House, and even when things get a little bit unruly or there's protests, etc.
Let's call them the food stamp crowd.
And they've certainly shown that today in their restraint. But there has now been a very clear line by these protesters of not going over these bicycle barricades. The protesters actually stole a couple of the bicycle barricades and took them with them to God knows where. But the Secret Service didn't respond to that. But every time somebody has tried to break one of these down or push over them, you have the Secret Service push forward. And now we have this standoff. Just got thrown firecracker thrown into
It's like a firecracker. Secret Service have the right to shoot them. See, that solves anything. Well, next time a black person calls you, someone breaks in your house, don't go. Let them break in. Niggers. See, that's protesting, holding up signs right there, like they are, not throwing stuff. Yeah, there's them looting and there.
In Leland,
Looting.
yeah,
Blacks.
let's keep up that shot there at the White House. It sounds like it's
see?
difficult to understand with the crowd noise there, but Leland is talking about that it seems like everybody's maintaining their composure. There have not been arrests at that point. You can see Secret Service and uniformed officers there outside the White House trying to maintain a perimeter. There are barriers up. Barriers have been pressed in. The law enforcement presence has pressed them back out. And there are passions running very high there. Lafayette Park across from the White House has been the scene of, for decades and beyond.